Folks, we are back and we're getting ready for our next game right away. The third match of the day. The second semifinal. This is halfway point with our 5 matches of today's TP League September. Infi versus Happy. They met already 2 days ago and Infi made it so damn close. He almost kicked Happy off the throne in Show Cup. He failed in the end, but damn did he make it close indeed. And did it with ORC that time around, and he's doing the same here again. ORC for Infi once more. And the very interesting thing in their series there was the fact that Infi was playing a lot of Wyvern, which nobody really does, especially on pro level, but Infi made it look very, very good indeed. But no Wyvern build here this time around. It's going to be a Farseer Headhunter standard build, whereas Happy is going DK Ghouls. No expansion. Or is he going expansion? No. No expansion this time. Echo Isles, a very good fast expansion map. But Happy hasn't fared too well with these fast expos, I feel like. Alright, Farseer showing up for harass. Happy gets the full experience. Oh, even surrounds a wolf, but there is resummon available. Especially when the wolves are freshly summoned, it's very valuable to surround them and take them out. They are on a long resummon cooldown, 30 seconds. Happy, of course, is trying to creep up as fast as he can, and it's gonna be Infi's job to try to slow that down as much as he can. A lot of chip damage here on the DK. Trying to pick at him a little bit at a time. Oh, Happy. Perhaps not paying attention to the ghoul, but then again he does. DK got to level 2 in the meantime. And the wolves and headhunters couldn't achieve too much so far. Oh, Farseer. In danger of getting surrounded right there. 2 low HP ghouls being microed by Happy. Happy, of course, excellent control and also very fast. Very good at multitasking. Normally. And there we go. Very good early game so far for Happy. Got the level 2. He lost no ghouls. Didn't give up any last hits. The experience of the Farseer is all from Skellies only. Oh, and he surrounds the wolf. And that one was rather freshly summoned. But now we got a good amount of headhunters. Most importantly for Infi, he didn't lose any headhunters. And he could harass very well if Happy continues to creep here in the south. Backstab could be perfect for the headhunters. Murloc and snares. Not going to lead to anything here. York not much faster than the undeads. Oh, wolf surrounded again. And almost another one. So far, Happy playing a bit better, I would say. Oh, but it's very low lumber. He used the ghouls so actively that there's almost no lumber for Happy, which is a bit scary. Looking for a surround, but he hasn't gotten it yet. Normally Happy in the early game almost always gets some headhunter kills. Oh, but now he locks it in. Infi not moving for a second, punished for it right away. Trying to fight his way out, but can't do it. Oh, and the ghoul even survives. Great save by Happy. Saves that ghoul as well, and now he can go creeping at the natural pretty easy if he wants. But now he's going for the Dark Ranger second. Acolyte was there right away. And wants to creep in the middle. Strong play so far by Happy. TC second for Infi. Tier 3. Infi playing a very standard game here so far. But like we saw, lots of ghouls had to be used. The lumber was low, so the tier 3 for Happy is quite late. More than half a minute behind the opponent, I think. I like the Dark Ranger quite a bit here for Happy, though. Gives him the ability to keep on creeping right away and get important camps, like the one in the south, and also creeping this one away. The natural from the opponent, very valuable. And after that, he could go for the Merc camp, maybe even. And right now, Infi has no idea where Happy is and what he's up to. Happy also leaving sentry wards behind, so he's gonna figure out where Infi's going. Triple circlets, very good. Infi can return the favor though. He can steal away his opponent's camps. Creeping the green seems like a bit of a waste of time, doesn't it? With so many headhunters. 7 headhunters. Here comes number 8. And now Infi has scouted where Happy is. And they're both just gonna trade sides here for creeping. Not sure what that's better for. But normally, if the Orc can get to tier 3 while creeping up the TC and not losing headhunters, that's the important thing, not losing headhunters, it's normally a comfortable position for the Orc. Crystal Ball this time, Happy not getting the good item. And yeah, I think Infi's pretty satisfied with this position right here. TC's about to get level 3 in a moment. But Happy now attempting to assault the main base. And this is certainly going to force a TP. Got a lot of skellies here in the mix. Wait, he's not going to TP? Ooh, that seems risky. Not pulling the TP right here. Infi's just continuing to creep. He's trying to hold with Farseer only. Okay. Oh, he doesn't... Alright, he doesn't have a TP. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. He had to use it earlier, of course. And Happy comes in with a big punish. Infi has to hold with Farseer and Burrows. And seems like he's able to, actually. Okay, if he can hold here, and the TC just keeps creeping, it seems quite good for Infi. TC gonna get 3.5 here. He's still got salves to heal. Pendant of energy. Very nice. Oh, heal wave. Oh, even saves the Berserker. Very nicely done. Great recovery by Infi. He supply blocked here for a little while. But that's going to be fixed soon. Even God of a Devour. Got the first, or got the Kodo upgrade already. And Happy, I mean, finds his side of the map quite empty. Which finally joins now. Doesn't have the orb yet. I know, the DK has the orb.
A player's forces are under attack.
And I think I like Infi's position more. He's got double invuln as well. Happy has none. Oh, he's got the Orb of Lightning! Purge on the Ghoul. I'm normally not a big fan of Orb of Lightning. But, you know, if you get the timely purges, it's pretty good, I guess. He's just skipping raiders entirely. No raiders at all. Just berserkers, just damage. Oh, Dark Ranger for Happy. Not really right-clicking right now. Going for the hero kill. On the Shadow Hunter, there's one more heal wave. And there's an Invo Potion. Was that the big one? Yes, that's the big one. And Infi is destroying Happy in this fight. Lich almost dead. All the circlets on the DK. I think that wasn't the right call. And he's got a Chain Lightning here. Oh my god, level 4 in the TC. Infi absolutely annihilates Happy here on map 1. Super sick. And let's get the Orb of Lightning. Where are the purges? Oh, there it is. Maybe I gotta rethink my position on purges. Or Orb of Lightning. I always felt like it's not a good item because it's so expensive. But especially if you're chasing, it's pretty good, I guess. Happy's trying to expand, but this may not be allowed. Is Infi gonna check for it? I think he will. There's the next purge. Oh my lordy. Happy, of course, was beaten yesterday by 1-2-0. That was a 6 series. And Infi certainly looks poised to win the first map here. Got the stomp as well. Dude, the purges have been amazing. This Orb of Lightning. I take back what I said before. This Orb of Lightning is looking absolutely wonderful. Oh my god, he almost got the Lich. GGG. And Happy drops the first map. Echo Isle's definitely one of his least favorite ones. Kevin says, really good purge micro by Infi. True. Dude. What an interesting game that was. I think most importantly, Infi was able to slow down the DK. Death Knight got level 2 very fast, but never got to level 3 as quickly as he would have liked to. And that meant that his Headhunters were safe, creeping in the mid game. The TC got very high level. And he was able to hold that base attack without having to TP, just with burrows and the Farseer. Very nice. We got map number 2 coming up in a bit. Tidehunters. Well, well, well. Happy is looking a lot more mortal recently, isn't he? Finally bested in Show Cup. Losing the first map here today. Absolutely destroyed Moon last week, though. There was a little while when Happy was also seemingly having trouble against fairies. Mass fairy strategy. But Moon he completely demolished in the quarters. Same for Infi, who completely outplayed Colorful. There Infi was playing Undead, and Colorful was looking very clueless. Infi has played all races but human so far in this tournament. If he plays against Lin in the grand final, and that's just an if, what race would Infi play? Well, okay, that's actually an easy question. He's just gonna play Night Elf, isn't he? Very, very, very likely would play Night Elf. And by the way, Happy's playing a Lich first! We'll be trying to fast expand here, I think. This is indeed a very good map for fast expansion. Happy had a sick game here. Against... Oh, was it Lin recently? There were so many games, dude. Where he played a Crypt Lord third, and it was pretty crazy. Huge armies, super late game. Alright, off we go. How successful is this Farseer harass gonna be? The Lich, of course, a lot more squishy than the DK. And Infi has exactly the right read. Going over to the natural right away. The wolves will be harassing a little bit in the main base. Gonna force a narrow tower there. Happy already upgrading it. Also creeping with 4 ghouls. So Happy is investing a lot of lumber early. 4 ghouls for the creep and a narrow. Which, oh, he cancels though. As he sees the wolves being resummoned, cancels the narrow. I guess that makes sense. And 2 ghouls on the Farseer at all times. Did the creeps just destroy the ziggurat? I think they did, right? Oh, Happy didn't get the resources back. That's certainly a bit painful. But he gets to level 2. And now can spam the Dark Ritual. But Lumber is still missing for Happy. So it has to wait quite a while until he can get up this Haunted. Needs to spam ghouls all the time now. Only one charge left of Rod of Necromancy. And one Nova. But with the Nerub finishing, this position is going to be very fortified for Happy. And there we go. Here comes the Nerub. And now Happy's almost got the Lumber for the expansion. It's 210 Lumber that Happy needs for the Haunted. Oh, shot by Infi. He's ready to go all in. Maybe with a Fire Lord second. Here comes the Haunted finally. Seems like now Happy could bring out more ghouls from the main base. Doesn't need that much lumber anymore. And he's got the Nerub standing. If he can commit to the Haunted cancel with the Headhunters, he may have to TP out, but it could be worth it. Happy's trying to not overextend with the ghouls. Against so many Headhunters now, they can be sniped quite easily one at a time. The ghouls are waiting in reserve while the Lich is trying to do the damage. And when the Nerub connects, that's when the ghouls can come in as well. Alright, one ghoul goes down, trade it for a Headhunter. And tier 2 is about to finish, just seconds away. What second hero is it going to be? Here we are. Panda second, off we go, pressure continues. But Happy has lots of ghouls over here, which is of course the purpose of the Panda. Oh, big breath of fire onto 5 ghouls, lots of damage right there. Another ghoul dies, but also traded for a Headhunter. And the Farseer has to TP out. And Happy's expansion comes up. It was not without contest, but Happy's expansion is standing in the end. And that puts Happy in a pretty good position, I'd say.
Players' forces are under attack.
Is he gonna get level 3 from this camp, I wonder? I think it... it's gonna be pretty close. Not quite enough, I think. Needs one more Headhunter for the level up here. What's Infi doing? Double Bestiary. Looks like he doesn't want to take this into the late game. He wants to go for an all-in push here sooner rather than later. Happy starts the tech. He's going to transition to Fiends soon. The question is whether it's going to be soon enough. Happy will have to rely on towers here for quite some time for defense. If Infi decides to attack, which it seems like he must. Lich now level 3. And now the Nova is quite scary. Oh, sees the Pandas creeping as well. This could be a perfect opportunity for Happy to look for a Creepjack. And indeed, there it is. Lich and the Ghouls coming in from behind. Infi has to disengage right away with the Speed Scroll. Good usage. Happy finds the shop. Could take that one out pretty easily, perhaps. Well, Lich needs to be careful. There's no TP on the Lich. Want to go for a Telestaff, perhaps? Or Boots? Nova finds a kill, but also the Ghouls taking a lot of damage. Oh, the AoE is glorious for Happy. Or, for Infi, rather. Heal scroll for Happy here could be big. It's daytime now. Could pick up the heal scroll if he wants, but isn't going for it. Losing at least 4 Ghouls. But also one more Raider is gonna fall. Both players here playing on the edge. Doing this quite nicely. And only 2 Headhunters survive. Lots of losses for Infi. Also for Happy. But Happy, of course, can replace those lost ghouls quite easily. He got the double crypt now. He's got the Fiends coming. And I think Happy's in a perfect position to win this game. When he's got the DK and statues and a couple of Fiends. Happy should be in prime position to win here.
Players' forces are under attack.
Going for the tower at the expansion to be safe as well. And still with Skelly scouting, seeing what's happening. Alright, Panda 3 and Farseer 3. This is the last power spike for Infi. He has to take a big, decisive fight here and kill the expansion. Otherwise, Happy is just simply going to run away with his game. He's got a Slaughterhouse coming, DK on the way, and the Lich getting close to level 4 here, right? Yeah. Oh, Pen of Energy can also be nice. He can use that synergistically now with the Dark Ritual, which now is on level 2. Oh, Panda and Raiders looking for a Creepjack, perhaps. They're looking for something. That's why the Lich went for the TP, to be able to evacuate if necessary. That is a lot of Raiders. Happy trying to TP out of the Ensnare lock. Loses 2 Fiends, though. He's not producing more Fiends. Is that intentional, I wonder? Happy buying lots of TPs, potions as well. Alright, and here we are. Raiders ready to attack the Expo. There is pillage already. And this one tower should certainly fall. Happy is starting to tech tier 3. Shop at the expansion also is a big help. Lich has so much mana though. With the Skellies, with Dark Ritual, he can use a ton of Nova. And Infi again, losing lots of units. DK getting getting ensnared. Lich in trouble. Oh! May have to TP here. He's trying to pass an item. He doesn't have inventory space. Oh no! Happy loses the Lich! Oh, Happy bungling big time. He needed to use the TP. He tried to give over the heal pot, but he didn't have inventory. Oh my god. That is lucky for Infi. That is lucky for Infi. Happy makes the big mistake. Infi is ready to punish. And all of a sudden, this game's playable. Should he go for the altar now? He's got so many raiders. Also, not making more Fiends is kind of weird, right? Shouldn't he have just stayed tier 2 and spam Fiends endlessly with upgrades? Happy supply blocked as well. This Lich is still benched for a long time. The altar might just fall. GG, GG. Oh my goodness. Out of nowhere, Infi clutches victory from the jaws of defeat. And Happy making a big mistake. A big mistake. Very rare to see him make errors of such a mechanical nature. But we've seen that, not just today, but over the last weeks. That Happy seems more vulnerable, more mortal than previously. I love how Todd just randomly starts talking about TV shows. Ask who has watched Succession. It is a very good show. I have seen it. Succession on HBO. Very, very good. Happy's not going to get 3-0 today, is he? There's no way Happy gets 3-0 today, right? This is Happy we're talking about, boys. Way back when, a million years ago, in the CC Master Cup, or whatever it was called, Infi 3-0'd Happy once with Human, which was some of the best Human play I've ever seen in my life. It was a long time ago, though. Infi is certainly not playing Human today. Aravos says no king rules forever. True. Very wise. Alright. 2-0 lead for Infi. Very good position for him to make it into the grand finals, but it's far from over. And we have seen Happy plenty of times come back in a series with his back against the wall. After this game, by the way, we're not going to have the grand final. We're going to have the third place decider first. And the grand final after. Fast here first for Infi. He's not going for the grunt build, by the way. He's going straight headhunters. On this map, one grunt into headhunters is very good for creeping. Either for the lightning shield creep, or just for normal creeping in the middle. We might be witnessing the Happy dominance truly fading for the first time in years. Right before Rara Land. Happy is the big favorite at Rara Land. But perhaps it's not as clear as we thought. Clean creep so far for Happy. Would be a big deal if the Farseer can steal one last hit, but Happy doesn't allow it. And finds a clause of attack as well. Okay. The winds are changing, perhaps. This is a very good early game so far for Happy.
Player's forces are under attack.
Interesting how Infi doesn't really attack the ghouls at all. Just puts pressure on the DK. I guess he knows that the ghouls will just be healed anyways. Or sent back on Blight. Where they also heal. Fast level 2 for the DK. Very important. The aura makes everything better. Uses the coil. Gets more experience. He knew that the wolf resummon was still on cooldown. Both players here playing this very well so far. Stutter stepping by Infi looking solid. Very important to keep your headhunters at range. You never know when the ensnare is gonna, or the surround rather, is gonna come in. And now it's time. Surround is locked in. Oh, Skelly expires. Oh my god. Could have almost saved it, but not quite.
Player's forces are under attack.
2 headhunter kills is normal for Happy in the early game. This game, all of a sudden, looks a lot more like the norm. And there we go, Happy locks it in. And Infi's seemingly in a bit of trouble already. Oh, DK in front, blocking as well against the next headhunter. This one might be trapped. Also, the aura here being utilized perfectly by Happy. Oh, creep camp though, woken up. That's a bit scary. But the next round takes out that headhunter as well. Costs 1 ghoul. But that is totally fine. Tech school denied.
A player's forces are under attack.
Infi about to reach tier 2. What's the second hero for him? Shadowhunter or Panda should be the choice. Farseer's experience very low. Not even level 2 yet. While the DK is closing in on level 3. Oh, he's going to find another headhunter here, isn't he? Alright, Happy's back. Oh, didn't get experience from that, though. Dark Ranger second for Happy. Ready to keep up the pressure. Even the Acolyte taking part in the fighting. Only one card for Happy. So this Dark Ranger actually not finding as many kills as he would have liked to at the beginning. It is TC second. The Shadowhunter second. Trend once again seems to be waning. Normally with the Dark Ranger, you want to be really active in the middle. Try to get both Kobold camps, ideally. But Infi is going to get at least one of the camps here. Happy falls back to creep a bit more. The Dark Ranger, of course, very good at that. Oh, Farseer does not have Chain Lightning, so getting these kills, not easy. But the Death Knight's super hurt. If Happy has to give up this second Kobold item, that's pretty bad for him. Skeleton's chasing for some more kills, but the Headhunters should be able to survive this for the time being. Death Knight's so close now to level 3. Aura first on the TC, by the way. Can't use Stomp here. Oh. But the DK is pushed away. The TC gets level 2. And Infi gets both Kobold camps. Or at least both items. Which is really unheard of. Oh. Oh my god, dude. This Headhunter. Woo. Being almost as stressed as Neo. This guy. Oh, he got it in the end! Oh my god, are you kidding me? The Acolyte got the kill on the Headhunter. It's kind of crazy. Good early game. For Infi though, I'd say. TC's experience looking pretty good. Farseer was off to a slow start, but is going to get level 3 here before too long. And the Shadowhunter's on the way. Lich to be joining. Frenzy. How many ghouls are left? 6 ghouls. Good amount.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now we got the Berserker upgrade finished. So the right-hand side of the map is almost entirely crept. Only with the red camp remaining. So all the juicy stuff is left on the left. Fittingly. And also, Infi has lots of creeps right outside his main base. I like his position a lot. I think he just has to go for more upgrades to make sure he can compete in the late game. And then he should be looking to be, yeah, in a pretty good position. Rune Bracers on the TC. Also quite nice. Should perhaps put them on the Shadowhunter. Normally the Shadow is the hero that gets snooked more so in the late game. Alright, here we go. Happy also finding a good item. Flute of Accuracy for him. He will be transitioning more and more into Fiends. Normally that's always the way he does it. Going for lots of Fiends in the late game. Unlike 1-0 who goes more for Ghouls. Khadga's Pipe. Oh baby. Oh baby. Rune Bracers into Khadga's Pipe. The Warcraft gods want to see Infi advance here, it would seem. Oh, But Infi could fall into a trap really easily here. The Dark Ranger's level 3, and there's a ton of level 2 skellies out right now. Normally, you never want to fight against an undead when they have so many skeletons. Oh, Infi, I think you should buy time. I don't think you should fight here. The skeletons are a big deal. You can never underestimate these guys. Both players at 50 supply. TC with an early stomp. He knew he was about to get silenced. And in come the ghouls. Oh my god, this is going to be a slaughter. These berserkers are going to be in trouble. Infi has to TP to reposition. Get behind the burrows. And fight with static defenses. Happy's finding a strong timing here. So many skeletons. Has to use the stomp just to deal with the skellies. And that's what he must do. TC, though, getting more experience as well. Of course, the skellies grant a little bit of XP. Close to level 4. He's got the next stomp ready. Oh, silence, Coil Nova. But there was a heal potion. And, of course, the rune bracers to protect him. And the TC does survive. But Happy still has lots of mana left over. The Destroyer wasn't focused when it was ensnared. Oh, big micro mistake by Infi. Was busy with the TC, with the Zeppelin, trying to save the second hero. But Happy, all of a sudden, seems to have taken charge of this game. Gonna find another kill. The heal wave not quite good enough. But now most of the skellies are gone. Infi needs a new shop. Badly. Losing the beast here is also gonna hurt. Gets off one ensnare at least before the Raider falls. Oh, TC almost dies. Levels up to 4 though. Gets a bit more HP. The Destroyer though not taken out. And the TC could be chopped down here. Or the Shadowhunter. Speed stroll too late. Shadowhunter falls. And Happy may have done it. From a tough position, he may be able to get the comeback here. Infi has to call it GG. And out of nowhere, Happy has the big push that wins him the game. Problem there, I think, was Burrows not far enough in front to help defend, and also no reinforced defenses. If he had 2 Burrows in front with reinforced, might be a different story. But it's a really hard push to hold. When the undead has like 8 skeletons, it's almost impossible to take a fight there. Maybe the creep route could have been better. If Infi creeps his own merchant, he greatly limits the danger of such a Dark Ranger push hitting him in the late game. And it's not over yet, folks. Happy is not beaten yet. All right, we move on to map number 4. And this is a special kind of map. Very rarely seen in almost all tournaments, but here in the TP League, we have a bit of an old school map pool, which I find quite interesting. As we go on to Turtle Rock. This is normally an amazing Blade Master map. But I think I've never seen Infi play Blade Master. Can't imagine that he's gonna start playing Blade now. Thank you, Tone Zone, with a 17-month resub. Might be a fast tech here for Infi. This is also a pretty good Wyvern map. A lot of creeps with heavy armor. Against which Wyvern creeping is good. Lots of opportunities to run around the map. Speed scroll. Aura. Hit the economy. Expand behind it. I could definitely see Wyvern here. Fast tech, of course. Thank you, Sede1, with the 19-month resub. Alright. Happy. Scouts the main. Sees the tech. He knows what's up.
A player's forces are under attack.
Weird thing for Farseer on this map is you can get level 2 easily just with wolves at the green camps. Abby would have loved to steal a last hit here, but that shall not be allowed.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy can start his own tech now. There's quite a bit of mana already. Oh, if Infi gets that last hit, that would have been big. But he did not. Goes to Happy. He got the level 2. He's got the aura now. But indeed, very low mana. Absolutely no coils left anymore. That's tier 2 for Infi. It's gonna finish soon. We're expecting a TC second and double bestiary. Lots of scouting for Happy. It's got eyes everywhere. I also like how Infi is managing to squeeze in a couple of creeps here and there. And all of a sudden, he's almost level 2. Happy has not allowed a single time so far for easy creeps hits to be stolen. Last hits. Farseer, of course, needs to be careful about us around here. Doesn't want to lose that TP early again. And here we go. Double bestiary. Happy saw one bestiary. Pretty sure he knows what's going on here.
A player's forces are under attack.
So Infi, or rather Lin tried this earlier as well. That didn't work against 1-2-0. 1-2-0 was countering with gargoyles. Which is something that Happy... I mean, he has done it once or twice before. But normally, rather, fiends is his answer. Happy's trying to dodge the Farseer. Just wants to creep up safely to level 3. But I think Infi knows where the DK is supposed to be. Oh, but with a coil. That should be pretty easy last hit here for Happy. Again, no stomp, just the aura. And yeah, coil used. Last hit goes to him. Oh, the Farseer almost level 2. He only needs one more Skelly. Or an Acolyte. 4 Wyvern queued right away. No early Raider or something like that. And after that, probably tier 3. Happy, meanwhile, also going for guards. Perhaps inspired by 1-2-0. who did this earlier today. Ideally, when you play this strat as Orc, you want to find a ton of mana items on the TC. A ton of mana items. Because normally the Wyvern always have to be targeted by the undead, so the TC doesn't need so much... Oh! TC surrounded! Oh my god, Happy showing up in style. Surround the TC, takes that one out. Oh, that slows down Infi's mid-game immensely. Of course, it's going to be revived without too much delay. Oh my god, the Wyvern. There's no speed scroll. Very important to keep these Wind Riders alive. You don't want to lose those. And the most important thing with the TC dead is that he can't continue to creep. And he's been slowed down on his way to level 3 and 4. Level 3 and 4 is where he becomes really dangerous, and level 5 is where he can be a game winner, especially against Fiends. But yeah, Happy this time, going for Gargoyles. When we saw it earlier played by 1-0, he also went for armor upgrades. And Happy's doing the same.
A player's forces are under attack.
Infi has lots of experience with this strat, so he must know how to deal with Gargs as well. Of course, the obvious answer is Bat Riders. But that sometimes doesn't work out. We'll see.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now Infi can certainly creep fast. With the full Wyvern, plus the heroes, getting these sentry wards from the merchants are very, very valuable. And you got a big mana potion, by the way, which is great for him. Parry apt, not so valuable. We're just creeping up the map for now. Oh, Infi is going for a Shadow Honor this time. When they played before in Show Cup, I think it was mostly dual hero. Wasn't it? Oh my god, double big mana. That is amazing for Infi. And we see 2 Bat Riders at the moment. Happy probably wants to call Nova the Bats right away. In we go. Coil Nova on the Wyvern, actually. 2 bats connect, but there you can see there's still a Gargs left over. 2 Gargs taken out, but we still have 2 in the mix. Oh, Stomp to cover the retreat. Nicely done. Infi saves his whole army, and now the Shadow Hunter is about to be ready. And can start healing up. TC quite low mana now, but of course he does have that mana pot. Oh, the big turtle. Can Happy steal it with a Nova? That should be pretty easy. Yeah. Another big mana! LOL. 3 big mana pots. We got 1 more turtle.
Players' forces are under attack.
If this is the Scroll the Beast, Happy's pretty unlucky in comparison. Alright, these items are not exactly fair, but that's how it goes sometimes. The Bat Rider count for Infi still seems pretty low. Silence the backline, but the TC wasn't affected. Scroll the Beast used. And maybe it's not even that bad. There is no Dispel, of course. Oh, but the mana potion on the TC, the Stomp is absolutely terrific. But also the Wyvern getting picked off one at a time. Speed Scroll used. Only 2 Wyvern left up in the air. More Destroyers are being morphed as well. Farseer in trouble now. Has to pull the TP. Trying to evacuate. One more Raider falls. And Happy holds his ground. I feel like the Kodo is a mistake. Don't you have to try to win the air fight instantly with mass bats? I don't know. I guess it's not so easy to say. Also, if you have too many bats and they just all suicide and then you're left with nothing, just heroes. Oh my god. Khadgar's Pipe and Sobi Mask. Hallelujah. And DK's about to get level 4. And Dark Range level 3. Okay. Okay. I think Happy may have reached escape velocity here. Because of course, in this matchup, if there's a Farseer, the late game belongs to the undead with the heroes. Because the Farseer falls off so hard. Infi gonna get the item here. Claws plus 12 is okay. And he doesn't have a TP. But he does have reinforced defenses. More skellies being gathered from the Murlocs. That's level 4 on the DK. Level 3 Dark Ranger. Ooh. I wonder if you should go Silence level 2. Maybe. Alright, off we go. Lots of Bad Riders finding a connection. But Happy says lots of air army left over. Chain Lightning comes through. The Gargs are almost all gone, but Destroyer's still alive. And most importantly, the undead heroes still standing. Shadowhunter certainly gonna drop here. Oh, Speed Scroll. Heat Wave. Does get away. With a Stomp, he stuns the DK. Very nicely done. But it's too much. Happy's heroes have grown too strong. And the Gargs. The Gargs, as the counter, seem to be working perfectly. Happy only has Destroyers and heroes left, but those are some strong heroes. Mana Potion again, trying to go for the kill. Oh, when he gets it! The DK was stunned. Definitely a mistake by Happy there, allowing himself to get triple stunned. But it's only a Dark Ranger. It's not that bad. Happy can just revive her.
A player's forces are under attack.
Just as it was seen with... Oh, DK though. Just as it was seen with 1-0 earlier, those armor upgrades on the Destroyers very, very valuable. And now Happy's mining from the expansion. This game now in his hand. Infi was up by 2-0. But Happy is having a comeback right now. Huge lead for Happy all of a sudden. Almost guaranteed we're gonna go to map 5. That game on Tidehunters, that could have also been won by Happy if he had protected his Lich better. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. Right now Happy knows he just has to build an army, don't be greedy, go into upkeep, and defend the expansion, and then this game must be his. Lich and DK getting close to level 5, at which point this game is ultra over. It's 99% over already. Infi has to get hero kills. And not in the Dark Ranger, because she's not important enough. He has to get a hero kill on the Lich or the DK. And then maybe he can win this game. Speaking of Dark Ranger, she's back. Wolf scout the expo. Happy should probably go for a shop here. That could be hugely helpful for him. The Russian has lots of gold. Also lots of destroyers. Would love to see an attack upgrade. Both players posturing. Not engaging quite yet. Infi's army is so tiny though. But Dark Ranger didn't have mana for the silence there, I think. Doesn't really matter though. I don't think so. TC can land some decent stomps, but there's no way he's gonna stun these destroyers. And Happy has endless mana. The DK's mana regen is completely ridiculous. All the destroyers, I think, still alive. Oh, Farseer in trouble. Has to go for the invul, and that saves him at least for a little while. Infi has blasted through all of his mana potions a while ago. He's got strong hero levels, but not strong enough heroes against what Happy has. Just waiting for the next Nova, and then we should expect the next hero kill. Or just more Wyvern. The Flying Experience Tomes have granted now level 5 to the Lich, and that is game. GG. And we do go full distance. Hell yeah. Happy ties it up. A series which he could have won already if he hadn't fumbled the way he did on Tidehunters. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Alright. Last map. What are we gonna get? Concealed Hill. I would say this is a very bad map for Wyvern. Honestly, I think it's a pretty good undead map. Oftentimes Concealed Hill seems like a good orc map. But the DK level 2 is super easy on this map. Level 3 is a bit hard. It's pretty balanced, I think. It's actually pretty balanced. Concealed Hill, probably the most balanced map of all time, in my opinion. Thank you, by the way, Denver10 with a 2-month resub. Health Fountain means no balance. That's not true. Health Fountains only really matter in the late game. And most important balance aspects are about the early and mid game to get into a good position in the first place. Thank you very much, and Williams gifting a sub. Alright, we got a Farseer. Is he going Wyvern again? Seems like he is. Farseer, fast tech into Wyvern. Yeah, I'd like to see him skip the Kodo Beast and just go more bats instead. After this game, by the way, we are gonna have third place decider. Fly will face the loser of this game.
player's forces are under attack.
Oh! What the hell? Infi ran into the red camp. And the first set of wolves has been killed already. What? That was weird. Big last hit. Happy gets it. Happy has gotten very experienced at playing around these last hits. And is not giving one up yet. Oh, when he gets to surround on the wolf right away. Oh. But has to give it up. Oof. As the ghoul was low. Ghoul survives. Wolf survives. Both happy with that, perhaps. And here comes the tier 2. Oh, but we do see a barracks now. Okay, late barracks. Okay, so no wyvern, perhaps. But Happy scouts that one as well. Acolyte Scout has been super on point for him. Very good defensive items for the DK. But ideally, of course, he would have loved to find damage for the Lich. Does he have to use the coil? Yes. Alright, some damage on the DK. Some mana being drained out of him. Decent early game so far for Infi, but also Happy able to fend it off, this pressure, quite well. Headhunters being pooled for the time being, while we're waiting for tier 2. Oh, Happy sending the ghouls south. Interesting. Trying to make the Farseer lose track. They just find them again. Alright, next chance for a last hit. Can he get that one? Oh! Oh, he does! That's a big deal. Happy making a small mistake. Punished for it right away. Does get pretty much the rest of the camp, though. Alright, tier 3, TC, Bestiary. So, it is no Wyvern, it is just a very fast tech with Headhunters. When you go for this build, with slow Headhunters like this, it's really important that you don't lose too many Headhunters early game. And so far, Infi has lost 0 Headhunters, and he has been able to prevent level 3 on the DK. This is a good early game for Infi. Infi can arrive on tier 3 without too many losses. But Happy's looking for some kills. Doesn't find the easy surround yet. Infi's playing around it well, protecting his Headhunters.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's joining. Tier 3 started. Pretty even game. Pretty even game so far.
Player's forces are under attack.
Happy would love to creep this merchant away and get level 3 in doing so. If he knows about it, but I guess he has to concede this one. Shadowhunter joining. PC about to get level 2 here, right? I think so. Oh no! The Farseer! Ooh, almost all experience, but no. Nicely done. Double level 2 now for Infi. DK also getting level 3. Replenishment potion for him. Kalinash Death Knell. Wait, wasn't Death Knell like one of the areas in Tirisfal Glades or something? Isn't there a territory, an area called Death Knell? Am I imagining this? Any WoW boys in the house? Alright, Happy going for the big ogre creep. Again, Infi allows this to happen, just like he allowed the previous camp to be able to creep himself. Medallion of Courage. Very good item for Happy. Infi is looking for a fight. He doesn't have level 3s yet, but he has Berserker upgrade. And he knows that Happy's most likely here in this position, and he's trying to creep Jack. There's no orb yet on Happy. Dude. Big mana potion on the ground, and he forces the TP, kills off a fiend. Successful Jack by Infi. Wonderful timing. Both playing really well here on the final map. Infi played his tech lead very nicely. And if now he can fall back, creep the red, level up, might be in a good position. He's pretty close to 3 level ups. As Happy's waiting for the Dark Ranger. Gonna have it in a moment. And Frenzy and Destroyer form coming up as well. Alright. This might be the fight that decides the semi-final. It's no silence, by the way. The TC doesn't have to be worried about getting silenced. If he wants to be cautious, though. The Kodo Beast. Very far forward. This is an important unit. And here comes the TC. Doesn't get the stomp off. Where's the stomp? The ghouls were moved away from the TC. Doesn't allow for the easy stomp kill. Focus fire action. Lich got level 2. The Berserker still dealing a lot of damage indeed. Going over from range. The Kodo is protected, but more Berserkers are falling. More Skellies are being raised. Here comes the big stomp finally. This is the one Infi was looking for. Gonna take out one ghoul right away. Can go for more. The Berserker survives, just barely. And the next stomp comes through. Happy still doesn't have the silence. But now Destroyer's being morphed. Not too much anti-air left. 2 Destroyers being morphed, and the Wolves are a non-factor now. Mana potion from Happy. He's got more coils. The Fiend might go down in the end. That's level 3 for the TC and level 2 for the Shadowrunner. Double level up. But not many units left on the Orc side. Happy still has lots of coils. This big mana potion might be winning him the fight and the game. But it's not over yet. Infi has a supply lead, but this might change. The Kodo Beast certainly going to go down. Getting chased down, doesn't even need a coil to get that kill. Kodo's naturally slow. Oh, there's a Raider here as well. But first, the Dark Ranger must be coiled. She does survive. And Infi's out of mana. Out of options. Oh, and the TC gets surrounded. He's got the Invo Potion. Gonna try to fight through it. Happy's trying to hold the surround. Forces the TP. Infi has to pull the TP to save his TC, loses another unit on the way, and Happy gets an important W in this fight. Was a fairly even exchange, but I think in the end it goes to Happy, especially with him being able to creep now at the enemy natural. But Infi's not idle. He's creeping himself. Gonna get a big consumable here. He needs clarities, though. He needs clarities super bad. Shout out to McLovin. And now we got the Dark Ranger level 2. Big level up there as well. Happy's close to big level ups everywhere. Level 3 Lich, level 4 DK would be a huge deal. But the game slows down, and Infi has more camps that he can still creep. He can go for the Fountain Red right now, and go for the Natural after. But I think Happy can't really contest too much, because he's so low mana himself. Now he's got 2 statues, now he can regen up again. Needs to put 1 statue on heal though. Or on mana rather. Lionhorn, good item for Happy. And double level ups. Happy's trying to go for the base push. There's no reinforced defenses. Oh, Infi gonna get punished for his greed here. He does have a TP, which he's certainly going to have to pull. But no reinforced is a big oversight. Happy will punish that right away. One Burrow gonna fall at least. Happy not TPing out yet. In fact, he's looking for the hero kill. And he sees the Shadow Hunter exposed. No item to protect him. The healer is dead. TC has to land some big stomps. Berserker's also dying pretty quickly. More and more skellies can be raised. The Shadow Hunter loss is so painful. Stomp comes through, hitting decently well. But also lots of raiders are on the chopping block. The wolves are non-factor. The Berserkers going forward, trying to look for the kills, but they're totally overextending themselves into the undead army. Almost Stomp is there, but it's not gonna be enough. GG is called, and Happy proves again how legendary his comeback skills are. Down by 0-2. He brings it back. In a very good series. Great display, especially there on the last map by both. Happy almost fumbled here today. Again, that game on Tidehunters, he kind of threw away. But all's well that ends well. Happy advances into our grand final to meet Lin there. Which is going to be a sick game. Happy versus Lin. Can't wait for that. But first, we're going to have the third place match, which is following here next. It's going to be Fly versus Infi, coming up in a bit. But first, I imagine the players are going to need a little bit of a break, do the vetoes, set everything up and stuff. And so we're going to do the same. We're going to go into a short break now, and then we'll be back with a third place match right before going for the grand final. So, see you guys in a bit.